Sometimes I really do not like seeing 3 days ago on my videos. I like to give you guys consistent uploads. I know in the past, many of you told me, nah, take a break. It's okay if you take a break and stuff. Like, it'll, like, that's just how I've built the community I have here on YouTube. And honestly, I appreciate you guys. So in this video right here, I'm going to just be testing new styles, letting go, and honestly being my sarcastic self, man. I realize, a lot of times in life, we forget to truly just not give a shit, and in the best type of way of not giving a shit. But you really can't care too much about this whole thing. You gotta let go. You gotta enjoy the human experience. And the thing is whether you believe in a God, whether you believe in God and you supplement the word God for universe, whatever you choose to believe in, your spiritual, whatever, at the end of the day, I guess I would say the path, the journey, the road to enlightenment or your enlightenment is yours alone to walk. And it is a completely individual process. And yeah, I'd just like to point that out here. I don't know if there's going to be anything in this video that triggers anyone, but like I said, I'm just going to start expressing myself now, letting the chains loose, because I think that's a little bit of what we all need to do, and just not care, man. You don't need validation from anyone else. And I found myself slipping into that pattern again recently where, I talked about it on my second channel, but where, it's like I asked someone, if they claim to do all this. It kind of brought me back to my days when I first started remembering all these memories and past lives and things like that, and got into spiritual work, I'll say, and the whole trending spirituality. It's still a thing to this day, but it brought me back to those days where I would get into these like debates where I'm like, how do you guys put certain beliefs on people, though? This is supposed to be like freedom of thought. Anyways, long story short, I'm not even going to get into that too deeply. Your journey through life is your journey through life, and the more you follow it and not stray from your own path of completion, that is divine within itself. You are at the highest connection with whatever you believe in when you're doing that, and when you're not stepping on others. So, and that's kind of like my philosophy. Maybe people believe that you do when you do step on certain people. Who knows? Life is perspective. But for me, when you don't step on others, but you also don't take shit from others, and it doesn't have to be physical reactions or whatever. It could just be you letting it just fly over your head. You don't have to care. That's when you're truly walking in divinity. Anyways, in this video, you're going to hear my dryer in the background, so I hope you enjoy. And yeah, I don't know what gameplay I'll have under this. Who knows? Whatever I feel at the time. Enjoy the video. I'll see y'all. Peace. God, I have to remake this video because I sound like such a sad mofo, man. I sound so sad, and I don't want to sound sad. I was basically saying thank you to everybody. Thank you for everyone from Warhammer, from Dungeons and Dragons, from the SCP videos, from the horror videos, from anything else that I was recommended to watch. I love you guys. Special shout out to Tesla, to Bribey, to Purple, to so many people who are my regulars who watch me. I love you guys. And thanks for those who stick on the channel for me, for the person, because I feel like that's the community I built. Somewhat is that a lot of the people who watch me it's just for me and my views on things, and that's exactly why I decided to start taking reaction requests when I started getting them. Because I knew I could remain myself and I didn't have to put myself in a box to do a certain type of content. And I'm feeling like now is just really like I need to do the switch, because I'm undergoing cognitive dissonance. I had 7 videos prepared before this one. You would have seen a video drop today, tomorrow, like literally 7 days in order from this day. But I ended up deleting them all because I had a huge revelation one of these nights. And it was just that, why am I even trying anymore? Like, why am I trying to put these videos out? It doesn't feel like me. And I was in a flow. I felt great making them. But I was like, no, like, you need to do exactly what pops up in your head. Whether it's quality over quantity, whether it's quantity over quality, fuck that. You need to do what you feel in the moment. And I could put the statement in the beginning of the video that my thoughts and feelings at the beginning of this video or in this video are completely of how I felt at that moment in time, but that's not me 100% of the time. And the reason I want to say that is because I want to let loose. And I think that's a lot of what life is now that I'm coming down to it. It's about letting go and truly just expressing yourself no matter how you feel in the moment. You can't keep it inside. You got to project that shit. You got to get it out. But then one of the biggest things with doing that is understanding that no one truly cares. That there's people out there that care about you, but no one cares. You need to be able to validate yourself at the end of the day and not have anyone else validate you. Tesla, this is a little shout out to you. And of course, it was a little joke because I did it on my stream. I put on the road to 100,000 Twitch followers or something like that. And Tesla, I remember you were like, dude, that's a little high, blah, 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 from where you're starting out now. But I'm telling you right now, that's the energy you need to feel when you're by yourself. I was just doing it for the sake of doing it to feel how I feel or see how people will react to it. But the thing is you need to feel that by yourself. That's why I tell people that you guys are gods. I mean, it's factual that you are living gods. If you're religious, the Bible tells you. If you're not religious, shit, any Kemetic text or the old text, Gnostic Bibles, they tell you it's in you. The kingdom of heaven is in you. You got to believe in yourself if you want to see it materialize. You got to feel big without being big. It's how the weak become strong. I seen a quote one day where it was everyone laughed at the weakest person who said that they would beat the strong person one day. But the strong person looked at the weak person and smiled and gave them that nod of I don't know if it's reassurance or gave them that nod of approval because that strong person was weak one day and everybody laughed at them. And that's how it is. All these people on here, on social media, whether it be what you want to chase, whether you want to be a firefighter, any career, I say this all the time. It's the same thing I preach. It doesn't matter what you're going for. You got to feel it in your heart, and it's got to be natural to you before you grab it, before it's a tangible thing that's within your grasp. And that's just facts. You got to feel it now. It don't matter how ridiculous you look. People are going to laugh. People are going to hate. People are going to misunderstand you. People are they're going to do it. It's just what they do. And you got to have the strength to get through that. There's things going on in the background. I think maybe it's people playing. I don't know. But whatever. We're not going to let that stop us. But that's the thing. I think I've been trying to be too perfect. I think I've been trying to be too hard on myself. I've been creating so much pressure when it's I went from a guy doing 6 videos a day to barely posting at all, posting when I can, just posting when it really feels right. And I don't want to completely quit, but I want to make sure before, if I ended up going down a path where I would stop doing YouTube or things like that, I would never stop creating. I'm a creator by heart, but if I were to ever stop, I would want the last few videos to be on this channel some of the best you can come back to and listen to and really gain inspiration to just take over. My brother, my best bro, my brother that I live with, my roommate, he was at his job. I think one of his managers, everyone loves him there, but one of his managers was and this has been being said to us multiple times out here, people can read and feel our ambition off of us and don't want us to dim our light. But the manager said to him that you can take over the world. I think it was him or someone else, but he was you could really conquer the world. And like there was another moment where a literal Freemason came in and wanted to specifically talk to him. And you guys know about the Freemasons. Damn near every conspiracy theorist motherfucker talks about them. And I just thought it was funny because, well, I don't want to get too deep into that, but the thing is people can see this drive. People can pick up on your energy because that's what this is. This is a game of energy, and that cannot be denied. Whether you're logical, whether you're religious, whether you're spiritual, whatever the fuck you are, that cannot be denied. The universe works by a set rules that we put in place from a higher being. It works on energy, vibration, and frequency. Your thoughts and feelings, it all adds up to your vibration. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, if you feel me getting a little bit more passionate at this end of this video, I'm serious, bro. You have to stand up, bro. This is coming from a person who's been through challenge after challenge in my daily life, in my real life, being so well respected by others, but at the same time, while being so well, still attracting so many people that try to bring me down at the same time. And you know, my cousin said I need to stop feeding myself the underdog trope, right? But man, I swear it's one of the things I fit with the most. I'm like the undercover legend, man, the up and coming legend. And I'd rather be underrated than the up and coming legend or the legend that everyone, you know, because so many people believe in me, but there are so many people that are like voting on my downfall. I've done lost the bestest of close friends. I've done lost for changing. I've had people call me crazy, call me insane. I've had people doubt me. I've done literally everything in life that I said I would do. When I said I would set out to do, I arrived at every single place that I said I would. I don't fake this shit. I do this shit. And I'm telling you, you'll really be able to tell the difference of a doer and someone who's just faking the funk. Maybe I should make that as a video. You'll be able to tell the difference when you start to walk in your own path of authenticity. You start growing a level of discernment where you'll really start to tell who's actual players in this game and who's the ones that are they're just in it for whatever the fuck they're in it for. And I never started YouTube for the fame, for the money, for whatever it could bring. I started it genuinely because I wanted to build a cool-ass community that where, you know, just like, I don't know, just that we can connect through spaces and time. You know, it's just, it feels good to do what I've done. Like, I don't regret any moment of it. I would do it again. I'm honestly being serious. It's the only time that the world has felt genuinely real. When I took the time to just I don't know. When I took the time to just grind, I guess. And I guess I said I don't know because to some that might sound bad. Like there's this toxic grind culture sort of thing that gets passed around. Like it's not good to have the hustle mentality and all that. And I think when you're like literally wasting your life on it though, like you think it's all grind, money, gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta go, gotta do this, gotta do that. I think yes, there is a toxic grind and hustle mentality, but I think when I got lost in what I was passionate about, and I think there needs to be better words for it, or I need to change the definition of these words, because those were the best times in my life, when I was completely lost in my own routine. And that was the only thing that felt like real, because guys, I'm telling you, this feels like physical dying when I'm not putting out content for y'all. And of course that's because of how I program my mind. I reprogram my mind to be able to make content every day. But I'm telling you, it's literally like pain when you're not doing that. It's the craziest thing. It's literally like the craziest thing. And I never can understand it, man. I never really can understand it, but it's a beautiful thing because I truly feel like I don't know. I truly feel like I'm starting to really get what life's about. Like truly starting to get what life is about. I'm telling you, man. I'm really telling you, man. I'm telling you that life is about your relationship with whatever you consider to be divine. Leaving other motherfuckers alone because you will get your energy drained. I talk about it so many times. Protect thine energy. And I just truly feel like when you're within when you're focused on your relationship between you and what you consider divine, and when you're focused on what you're passionate about, what you're truly passionate about, and when you're focused on you and your tribe, which is you and the people around you, or if you just got yourself right now, you're in it. You're in the flow. When you're not giving a fuck, when you're letting go, when you're stopping, when you stop paying attention to what's going on in the world, when you stop, I say this, attract people, because I attract so many people. So it's like attract people who, and then really judge their character, like for yourself, like, people that you may want to add to the team, keep in your life, maybe not, maybe you're just meant to meet them and learn but I guarantee things I've learned now is that you're supposed to keep your circle super small. You're supposed to keep it small, bro. Keep your circle small. I truly believe that. And I'm just in the space now. I feel like, I don't know. I've been telling people, like, feeling like I'm in that mode where it's just time for me to, like, I'm still gonna be on social media, of course, like putting out YouTube videos, but things I like an example of like things that I want to do is I just want to, like, I enjoy cleaning the house. I enjoy like spring cleaning all the time. I want to get back to cleaning. I enjoy going on a hike from time to time. I never enjoyed partying. I don't really see like any purpose to going out to bars and getting drunk and shit like that. Never have. Never was like that when I was younger. Parties didn't appeal to me. Even when I was a dancer and I was invited to parties to basically dance, sometimes people would literally invite me to hang out just to see my dancing. Like, that shit is insane for me. But, just all these sorts of things, I feel like I got a lane that I got to stay into it's like the divine. It's like that's what my relationship with my divine, whatever God's riding behind me, whether it be my higher self. This is just for people to understand, if you kind of like, if I boil it down rather than just saying I'm a God in a video. But whatever God is riding with me or taking me down a certain lane, a certain path of whatever my righteousness is, it's like I'm feeling like my time now is to be separate, to really start letting go, separate myself from a lot of the bullshit going on. Because when you're a creator online, like, you're gonna be sucked into some of this bullshit. And honestly, I just want to be in my own corner of the internet. And if my videos don't get views, so be it. There'll be one person watching, and that's all that matters. I had a girl recently who tried to talk down my YouTube channel and said, oh, it's a red flag if he has a YouTube channel and barely has followers. It's like, why put that video out? It's like, really, that shows what kind of people that I'm just telling you that are out there and that you gotta put up with. I'm not saying I'm soft, who cares? I really don't give a shit, but I'm just saying, like, you take the time out of your day to post that about someone because you're mad about how you view yourself. Like, I could never be so at odds with myself or not love myself enough that I gotta attack other people, basically. It's crazy. You won't sit here, even when people have requested if I talk about Will Smith or like that whole thing, or like Andrew Tate, you'll never see me get on here and slander people I don't know personally. I can't tell. For all I know, these people can be controlled opposition, and it could be one big distraction. Because the most important thing is you need to focus on your life. You need to really focus on your life. And anyways, I think with that said, I think I'm gonna get off here because I wanted to stream today on Kick. I'll be streaming on Kick now. I'll put Kick down below. And I'll be talking about wacky topics. I'll still keep that a thing that I do here. And the thing that I do in the intro with me in the beginning is going to be something I do to all my videos now too. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're really taking my message. I know it's kind of, my message is a little bit muddy. It's like a little bit more, maybe, I'm not going to say incomprehensible, but maybe it's a little more illiterate from here and I break it up a little bit because of just how I'm feeling. But I felt like I had to put it out because, you know, genuinely, it's just like, I got to get this energy out. I got to get, you know, someone at least out there listening that you're not alone. There's people out here feeling like this too, man. I wake up some days super inspired to do so much shit, and then sometimes I can only get a couple of those things done. And that's where the discipline comes in, where it's like I'm coming from a place where I would work out every day, meditate every day, grind every day, you know, create all this. Like when I talked about manifesting $30,000, like when I did all that, I was really on top of myself. And now I'm kind of looking at myself as a lesser version of myself because I like slowed down. And I don't know if it's because my discipline left or whatever, but it's so important. I'll make a discipline video. Probably. But just for now, that's just what I want to say is like, you can get through anything. Fuck what anyone else is talking about. You can get through anything. Fuck these people. Like, that's one of the things that a lot of girls tell me that they like about me is I make shit happen no matter what. Like, no one's going to tell me I'm not going to do something and make it happen. Like, if it's something I really want to do, I'll make it happen. I'll find a way. And I always do. And I think that's what's admired about me. And I really used to be a person who did not give a shit what you said about him. I don't give a fuck. But like, it seems like over as I got older, for some reason it started to flip or crack a little bit. And that's maybe because I became more sensitive to others. Maybe when I became a content creator, that's what happened, is I did want to be a little bit careful about how I appear to the world. But now I realize I don't give a shit. We're here for a blink in this human experience. So fuck that. You know, if you're rocking with me, if I start saying things too extreme where you're like, you can't follow me anymore, hey, completely fine. I understand. But for me, I gotta express that shit because I gotta get it out. It's not safe holding this shit in. Anyways, love you guys. See you in the next video. Should be soon. And I appreciate everyone's support. Peace.